Hello students, in this lecture we will discuss the topics related to week number 5. In this week we will complete chapter number 1. So this is the first lecture of week 5 in which we are going to discuss decimals, percentage, loss profit and a ratio. So in the first lecture of week 5 we will cover 4 topics. So the first topic we are starting and the topic name is decimals. Decimals. What do you mean by decimals? Like if you see 0.8, 1.2, 1.397, 678.2346 are called decimal numbers. Clear? Generally, we get decimal numbers when the number is not divisible exactly. Clear? If we see, like say 12 upon 2, what is the answer? Answer is 6. Clear? So look, there is no decimal here. So this is a complete number because 12 is divisible by 2. But if I divide 12 by 5, clear? Then if you will divide 12 by 5, you will get 5 to the 10 and 5 for the 20. It is 2 decimal 4, 2.4. Clear? So generally we get decimal numbers whenever the number is we are dividing is not exactly divisible. Then we get the decimal numbers. Clear? First we will learn decimal places. What do you mean by decimal places? Decimal places means it is denoted by DP generally. So like 3.6. So how much it is? 1 decimal place. Clear? 3.14. How many? 2 decimal place. Because after a decimal here 1 number, here 2 number. 7.963. How many? 3 decimal place. Understand? So if you write 14.7932, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we write it 4 decimal place. Clear? But in mathematical calculation, sometimes what happened? Sometimes look, if I use calculator and I want to write the value of pi. Look, what is the value of pi? It is very long, 3.1415926. Clear? It is irrational number. Irrational number means after decimal places, there is no countability. It is unlimited decimal places. Clear? So we cannot write in our calculation this much of long number. What we do? We take very little possibilities. Like in this case, generally, if you write what is the value of pi? If I ask you what is the value of pi, then you will say, teacher, the value of pi is 3.14. Why? Because we truncate the number, we round off the number. This much of digits, we have 100 digits here, but we are taking 2. So these 2 digits are taking because of rounding off procedure. What is this? Rounding off procedure. Now, question comes, what is rounding off procedure? The rounding off procedure, there are 2 important note in rounding off procedure. Let us suppose, let the number is 3.273942. This is the number. Clear? And we want only 1 decimal place. Clear? We need only 1 decimal place. Then what is the procedure? We will look at second decimal place. Second decimal place means we will look on 7. If we want to If we want to restrict it to 1 decimal place, clear, then we will look at the second. If we want to 2 decimal place, we will look at third. If we want to 5 decimal place, we will look at sixth. 1 next means if we need 1, so we will look 2. If we need 2, we will look 3. This is how we round off the numbers. Clear. So we will look here on second decimal place. Now there are two conditions. Condition number 1. If this number is 5 or greater than 5. 5 or greater than 5. That means 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of these numbers. Then we add 1 to the first decimal place. This is rule number 1. Clear? We will replace that number, but we will increase it by 1. Okay. Number 2. If this number is 4 or less than 4. That means what it is? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Clear? Then no change to the first decimal place. Then decimal place will remain same. There is no change. Understand? So you will learn with the examples this procedure. So let us take the question is example 3.271985. Look, now question number 1 is we want to restrict it to 1 decimal place. Though 1 decimal place means we will look where? We will look at 7. Because 7 is greater than 5, so the answer will be 3.3. Because it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7 is there. So we'll add at 1 here. 2 plus 1, 3. Clear? Now if you want 2 decimal place. 2 decimal place means there is no change on this 2. We will look 7. 7 means 2 decimal place. 7, 27. So we'll look 1. 1 means no change because it is less than 5. So it will remain 3.27. Now if we need 3 decimal place. 3 decimal place means we will look at 4th. Oh, 4th is 9. 4th is 9. So 4th is 9 means what? That it will increase 1. So answer is 3.272. So 1 plus 1. It will increase by 1. Okay. Now look at 4th. Now 4th means we will look at 9. Means this one. Clear? So if we look at 8. It is greater than 5. Greater than 5 means it will be add 1 here. At 9 we will add 1. So if we look at 4 decimal place. 4 decimal place. So the answer is 3.271. And 9 we will add 1. 9 we will add 1. Please look because 9 I am explaining separately. Clear? Here it is 8. 8 means greater than 5. So 9 will be add plus 1. And if we'll add plus 1, so how much it will become? 3.27. And if 19 plus 1, 19 plus 1 is 20. Please make sure that this type of question we ask generally in exam. This is very important point. Clear? And if we want to 5 means 5 decimal place. 5 decimal place means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will look at 6. Oh, it is 5. So we will increase by 1 here. So 3.27199. This is the answer. If we are going to 5 decimal places. So this is how we reduce the number to decimal of places. Clear? One more example I will tell you, because this type of question are very important. So this type of question I will ask you. The number is say 4.9532. Clear? So what we need to do? To one decimal of place. Round off to one decimal of place. And if we round off to one decimal of place, look, this is one decimal of place. That means we will focus here on 5. And this 5 is greater than 5 is 5 or greater than 5 category. That means we will add 1 here. So 4.9, oh sorry, 4.9 here, and 4.9 we will add 1 here. That means how much it will become? It will become 5.0. Clear? So if here is second place 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we will add 1 here. And if we will add 1 here, it will be 9 and 1, 10. 10 means 0. 4 plus 1, 5. So this will be like this one. One more example we can take here. Like say in book it is given. Oh, book it is same to same 17.9 say 8 to 3 to one decimal of place. One decimal of place means 9 here. So we will see here 8. 8 means greater than 5. So we will add 1 here. So 17.9 and we will add 1. So it will become 18.0. This is very important question and generally asked in exam. Clear? One more example given in your book we can take is example how much? Say 6.2839 to, let us, we are taking 3 decimal of places, and 3 decimal of places means what? Oh, 3 decimal, not 3 decimal of places, we will take 2 decimal of places. And if we will take 2 decimal of places, 2 decimal places here, we will look here. How much? This is less than 5. Less than 5 means it will remain same. There is no change here. Because it is less than 5, so 2, 8 will remain same. No change here. So that this is how to round off in case of decimals. Okay, so this is topic number 1. Now we'll move to topic number 2. Topic number 2 is percentage. Clear? If you Google, if you go dictionary and you will find cent. What is the meaning of cent? The meaning of cent is 100. What is the meaning? Meaning of cent? Meaning of cent is 100. So percent. Percent. What is the meaning of percent? Means per 100. Meaning of percent is per 100. That means for 100. Clear? So whenever we are talking about percent, so percent means we are talking out of 100. It is for 100, per 100. Clear? For example, look, 5%, 34%, 79% and 25%. Clear? Are the percentage numbers. Clear? So percentage numbers. So if you see, what is the meaning of 5%? 5% meaning out of 100, 100 only 5. 34% means out of 100 only 34. 79% means out of 100 only 79. 25% means out of 100 25. Clear? Now you will write mid-term exam in week 8. What is the value of that? If you see your coursework, it is written 25%. What does this mean? This means is out of 100 marks, 25 marks are for this mid-term exam. Clear? So this is the meaning of percent. Clear? And what X percent means? If we are writing, this is the notation for percent. X percent means, what is the meaning of X percent? X percent means X upon 100. Means the value of X on 100. That means if I write 6%, 6% means what? 6 upon 100. And if you will divide 6 by 100, it will be 0.06. Like 79%, it is 79 upon 100. So it is 0.79. Clear? And if you write 25%, 251%. 251% means what? 251% means 251 upon 100. That is 2.51. Clear? So this is how to express the percentage. Clear? But question comes like say I'm in Ibri, I'm going Muscat. How much distance? 300-kilometer distance. Clear? Now I reach Nijwa. Let us say Nijwa is 150 kilometer from here. So how much is 150 out of 300? Clear? So we can calculate the percentage. Okay, if we consider 300 as percent, clear, how much percent we have covered? If we reach, say, Nijwa, how much percent we have covered? If we reach Bidbid, how much percent we have covered? Understand? If we reach Muscat, 100% we have covered. Almost 300 covered, so 100% we have covered. So we divide the distances in percentage also. How much percentage? Clear? So like first example I will write what it is. Express 5 kilometer as a percentage. 5 kilometer as a percentage of 10 kilometer. So we have total distance 5 kilometer. Sorry, 10 kilometer. But we need to express 5 kilometer. How much percent 5 kilometer is from total 10 kilometer? Clear? So how we will do it? Distance covered. How much distance covered? It is 5. And what is the total distance? 10. And multiply by 100. Whenever we are changing any number into percent, we multiply 100. When we changing percentage into number, we divide 100. So here we are going to change the 5 kilometer out of 10 kilometer in terms of percentage. So we will multiply by 100. So 5 by 10 is how much? 5 by 10 is 0.5 and 0.5 is 100. Multiply by 100 and 100 is always, because we are getting answer in percentage, so we will write percentage here. And 100 if you will multiply 5, it will be 15%. Understand? Another example if we will take, like in your class, how much? In section S100, clear, there are 35 students. This is true question. I'm taking from your class. In section 100, there are 35 students. And out of 35, 28 are girls and 7 are boys. There are 35 students, 28 boys and 7 are girls. What percentage? What are the percentage boys and girls? Look, these numbers are given out of 35. These numbers are given out of 35. But he is asking percentage. Percentage means if out of 35, the girls are 28, boys are 7, then he is asking how many girls and how many boys are there out of 100. So how we will calculate? Boys percent. Boys percent means total boys. Total boys, total students times 100. Girls percentage, total girls, total students times 100. This is percent. And if you will multiply it, how much you will get? You need to, if you will divide by, or you can say divide by 7 here, and if you will divide by, because both numbers are divisible by 7 times 100%, it is 1 upon 5 times 100%, and if you will divide 100 by 5, it is 20%. Clear? Similarly, you can do it here, because 28 and 35 both are divisible by 7. Times 100, and it is 74 upon 5 times 100. And if you will divide 100 by 5, it is 20 here, and 20 times 4 is 80%. So if we look in our class of 35 students, clear, how many girls are there? 28 girls are there. How many boys are there? 7 boys are there. On the percentage basis, means if we calculate them out of 100, then it will be 20 boys and 80 girls. This type of question generally we ask in exam. Clear? Now we will calculate another type of example. What is 10% of 150? 150, you can say 150, let us say kilometer. So what is the amount of 10% of 150 kilometer? And I will tell you, this is very useful, because we are going to Lulu shopping center, we are going to Carrefour, we are going to so many other supermarkets we are visiting with our parents. Clear? Now National Day is coming. If you will see, there are discounts available. If you go Lulu, so on clothes section, the discount is 20% to 70%. Clear? So if say I want to buy one jeans, the cost is 10 Riyal and the discount is 50%. So I must know what is the real selling price. So this is very helpful in your day-to-day activities and in calculation. Clear? So you try to understand it very easy. This is not difficult. So whenever you are calculating percentage of some amount, of is there, simply what you need to do? Simply you need to multiply. You need to multiply. 10% means 10 upon 100 into 150. Clear? If you will multiply them, how much it is? 1500 upon 100. And if you will divide by 100 here, divide by 100 here, how much you will get? 15 upon 1, that is 15. So what is the 10% of 150 kilometer? 10% of 150 kilometer is 15 kilometer. Okay. Example number 2. What is 25% of 40 Omani Riyal? Clear? Now you went to market, there is a wardrobe, the cost is 40 Riyal, but he is giving 25% discount. So how much less I will pay? So we need to understand it. So 25% of 40, it is how much? 25 upon 100 times 40, and if you will multiply, it is 25 times 4 is 100 upon 100. If we will divide by 100 here, divide by 100 here, so how much we'll get? 10 upon 1, that is 10 OMR. So how much? If for 25% discount on 40 Riyal wardrobe, so we need to pay 10 less. That means what is the cost now? 30 Omani Riyal. Understand? Okay, very good. Okay, now example number 3. Let us say how much is, what is one more question we will take. 15% of 45 centimeter. Some distance is given 45 centimeter. What is the 15% of it? Okay, so 20, not 25, 15%. 15% of 15% of 45. That means you need to multiply. 15% means 15 upon 100. Multiply 45. So 15 times 45 upon 100. If you will multiply, so what will get? If you will multiply 45 and 15, so 45 and 15, if you will multiply 15 times 5 is 75, 7 carry. 15 times 4, 60, plus 7 is 67. So it is 675 upon 100. And if you will divide by 100, what you will get? You will get 6.75 centimeter. So 15% of 45 is 6.75 centimeter. Now where it is useful? Now we will discuss two questions on this, not two questions, two type of questions, and then we'll move to the another thing, another topic, loss profit. Clear? What is the example? Example is like I explained in the previous slide of a wardrobe. Let us take a little bigger example. Now there is a Azza bought a car. Bought a car. Oh, a car I have written 2 times. Bought a car for 4,500 OMR. What is Azza bought a car for 4,500 OMR? Clear? After 3 years or after 4 years, let us say after 5 years, Azza sold it. Azza sold it with a loss of 20%. How much is the loss? 20%. Because whenever we are buying some new car, after 5 years it will become old. So we cannot get full money. Some loss we will get. Clear? So loss, he's saying loss is 20%. Okay, calculate. Calculate the selling price. So there are two prices. Buying price. Buying means when we are buying new car, that is buy price. And another is when we are selling, it is called selling price. Okay. So first we will try to find how much loss we have. So what is the, how much is loss? Loss is 20% of how much? 4,500 Riyal. This is our loss. So 20% means 20 times 20 upon 100 times 4500. And if you will multiply it, how much you will get? 1, 2, 3, there are 3 0, and 45 times 2 is 90 and upon 100. Clear? If this is the case, you can directly cancel the zeros, and how much you are getting? 900 OMR. So we get a loss of 900 Omani Riyal. So what is the selling price? Selling price is always the cost price. Cost price means buying price minus loss. Clear? So cost price is how much? It is 4,500 minus loss. Loss is 900. So it is 3,600 Omani Riyal. Understand? So you can say this cost price, you can say buying price, you can say old price. Understand? This is the formula. Selling price is equal to previous means old price, the price at which we buy minus loss. Clear? So this is when we have loss. Now we'll study a problem in which we have a profit. Okay. Another question. Okay. Muhammad bought a house for 18,000 Omani Riyal. What? Muhammad bought a house for 18,000 Omani Riyal. After 5 years, he sold it at a profit of 12%. How much is the profit? 12% profit. After 5 years, 12% profit. What is the selling price? This is the question. What is the selling price? So first we will try to find out how much profit he has gained. So profit is equal to, it is 12% of 18,000, and 12% means 12 upon 100 times 18,000, and if we will multiply it 3 zeros separately, 12 times 8, 12 times 8 is, if we will multiply 18 by 12, it is 12 times 8 is 96, 9, carry, 12 times 1 is 12, 12 plus 9 is 21. So it is 216 upon 100. 10, 10, 10, 10 cancel. So how much profit he has earned? 2,160 Omani Riyal. This is the profit of Muhammad. Clear? After how many years? 5 years. Clear? So what is the selling price of house? What is the selling price of house? Selling price of house is the actual price, the old price, buying price, you can say anything, buying price, because here is profit. Profit means plus, loss means minus. So profit means plus. So it is 18,000 plus 2,160, and if you will add, it will become 20,160 Omani Riyal. So this is second type of question. So there are two type of problems we study. One is the loss, one is the profit. Clear? And one more problem we will study. What is that problem? It is related to discount in, say, Lulu. Okay, let me consider myself, Praveen, visited Lulu hypermarket. Clear? Okay, I need a camera. The price of the camera was 240 Omani Riyal. What is the cost of the camera? Was 240 Omani Riyal. Okay, but because of National Day, it had a discount of how much discount they are giving. Let us say, okay, discount because it is camera. So let us say 18%. It had a discount of 18%. Clear? What is the new price of camera? What is the new price of camera? This type of questions we need to discuss. New price of camera. So new price means first we need to find the discount. DIS. Discount. Discount how much? 18% of 240 Omani Riyal. And 18% means 18 upon 100 times 240. And if you will multiply, it is 0. 18 times 4 is 72. 2 carry 7. And 18 times 2 is 36. 36 and 7. How much? 43. And upon 100. Clear? 1 0 is cancelled by 1 0. So how much it is? 432 upon 10. And if you will simplify this, it is 43.2 Omani Riyal. So on 240 Riyal camera, we have a discount of 43.2 Riyal. Clear? So what is the new price? New price is the old price. Because it is a discount, so minus discount. So old price is how much? Old price is 240 minus 43.2. And if you will subtract it, it is little wrong, 43.2. So it is 196.8 Omani Riyal. This is the answer. Understand? This is third type of question. When we have discounts in supermarkets, this type of question. Okay. Now, there are two more type of questions. Whenever we are talking about increase means plus. When we are talking about decrease, it is always minus. Just remember it. Decrease means minus. Increase means plus. Got it? So this type of things you need to remember. Now, the third topic we are going to study is profit and loss. Profit and loss. What do you mean by profit? If you will see this question. What is this question? This is the price of the car was 4,500. And what is the selling price? At what price we are selling? 3,600. So it is a loss. Clear? So whenever we have loss, when we have loss we have if the buying price is greater than the selling price. But if we study the next question, the house he bought is 18,000 Riyal. And how much he's selling? 20,160. Here selling price is more. So in this case we call it profit. So what do you mean by loss and profit? First I will define two terms. Is the cost price. Cost price means a price at which we are buying. This is cost price, and cost price is generally denoted by CP. Clear? And selling price. What is selling price? Selling price means a price at which we are selling. Got it? So when is the profit? If we are talking, when is the profit? Profit means if selling price means SP. If selling price is greater than the cost price, then we have a profit. And how to find the profit? Means percentage, you can say profit or percentage. This is also called percentage gain. Clear? How it is evaluated? It is profit upon, what is this? Old value. Old value means at which you are buying, times 100. This is the percent profit or percentage gain. And when is the loss? Loss is when selling price is less the cost price. Clear? And how we get the percentage loss? How we get percentage loss means total, how much is the loss upon the old value. Old value means buying. Always buying will come here, times 100. And these values are in percent. Remember this. These values are in percent. So this is what loss and profit. Okay. So we will solve two questions in which one will be loss, one will be profit. Okay. Example. Samir bought a camera for, say, let us say 240 OMR. Clear? And after 2 months, he sold it for 200 Omani Riyal. Got it? Samir bought a camera for 240 Riyal. He buy in 240 and he sold in 200 Omani Riyal. Clear? Calculate the loss percentage. Calculate the loss percentage. So in such a case, what is this? Here, cost price. Cost price means where it is buying. It is 240 Omani Riyal. Clear? And what is the selling price? Selling price is how much? 200 Omani Riyal, at which he is selling. This is at which he is buying. Clear? If you see cost price is greater than selling price. What it is? Cost price is 240 and selling price is 200. So it is greater than. So it is a loss. Because cost price is more, buying price is more, selling price is less. So it is a loss. Now, how much is the loss percent? Loss percent. Loss percent means No. First we'll count loss. How loss will calculate it? It will be cost price means or buying price minus selling price. It is 240 minus 200. It is equal to 40 Omani Riyal. So what is the loss? Loss is 240 Omani Riyal. Okay. So this is, and after this loss we will calculate the loss percent. Loss percent is how much? Loss upon old value into 100. And what is the loss? It is 40 upon old value is how much? 240 upon 100. Got it? So if we'll divide it, it is 4,000 upon 2040. This cancel 0. And if you will divide, you can divide 400 by 24. It will be 16 point something. It will be 16 point almost 5%. Clear? If you will divide, okay, we cannot use calculator, but let me find this value using calculator, and it is 400 divided by 24. It is 16.6. So without calculator I find it is 16.5. So no problem. If you are writing 16, you will get full mark. 16 point something. Okay. So this is the loss problem in which the person is getting loss. Okay. Now we'll move to the another problem in which the person is getting profit. Okay. We will take one example, and in 2017, Oman, not take Oman, let us take Ibri population was 45,000. Let us say approximate data 45,000. Clear? In 2017, and in 2020 it increased to 48,000. Okay, calculate the increase percentage, or you can call it percentage, or you can call it gain percent also. The increase percentage we sometimes write gain percentage also. This is okay. So what is the original population? Original population was 45,000. Current population, what is the current population? It is 48,000. Clear? So since old population is less than, because this is 45, this is 48, 45 is less, it is less than the current means now, current population. So we can call it, so it is an increase. It is an increase, or you can call it gain also. It is an increase or gain. Clear? So how much is the gain? Gain is, we will calculate we'll write big number first because we are calculating gain. So current population minus original population. How much it is? It is 48,000 minus 45,000, and if you will subtract it, it will become 3,000. Clear? Now you need to find the gain percent. Gain percent. Gain percent means gain upon original, or you can say old population, times 100. And gain is how much? 3,000. What is the original? 45,000 into 100. If we will solve it, how much we will get? We will get 102030 cancelled by 30. So how much we are getting? 300 upon 45. And if you will divide 300 by 45, how much you will get? It will be almost 45 to the 96, 6.6 almost, 6.6%. If you will divide 300 by 45, it will come to nearly 6. Clear? So 6.6 almost. So this is the problem related to gain, increase. Okay. So the last topic that we are going to study in this is ratio. Is the ratio. Clear? So ratio is denoted by let two numbers are in the ratio x to y. This is written as column x to, this is read as x to y. Clear? If two numbers are in the ratio x ratio y, you can call it x to y, you can call it x ratio y, but generally we read it x to y. Clear? This is the ratio. Okay. And what is the big means about ratio? You can multiply. You can multiply and divide the ratio by any number, any non-zero number, like x ratio y, you can multiply by 2, 2x ratio 2y, it will be same. Clear? You can write say 6x ratio 6y, you can write 10x ratio 10y. This is multiplication. And if we divide x by 2, divide y by 2, or x by 5 ratio y by 5, or x by 10 ratio y by 10. This is how to means we can multiply, we can divide. So if ratios are given in terms of fraction, then we can multiply it and change it into whole numbers. And if ratios are given in big numbers, then by dividing we can reduce them into simplest form. Like for example, first question, if I'll take express ratio, some ratio is given, say ratio 12 to 32 in lowest form, you can say lowest form, you can say simplest form, lowest form or simplest form. Clear? So 12, 32 is given. So you can divide by, because here it is 2, here it is 2. So you can divide by 2, divide by 2. How much equal? 6 ratio 16. Again 6 are here. So you can divide by 2 again. So how much we'll get? We'll get 6 divided by 2 is 3 and it is 8. This is the, because 3 is a prime number and it do not have any factor with 8. So 3 ratio 8 is the lowest form, or you can say a simplest form. Another way I will tell you, if the question is 1232. If we want to reduce, if we want to reduce 12 ratio 32 in simplest form, then you can divide the ratio by their HCF. HCF we study in week 2, highest common factor. And if I calculate the HCF of 12 and 32, what are the prime factors of 12? 2 times 6, 2 times 3 and 3 times 1. Clear? Okay. And 32, it is 2 times 16, 2 times 8, 2 times 4, 2 times 2 and 2 times 1. So what are the prime factors of 12? It is 2 times 2 times 3. And what are the prime factors of 32? It is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Clear? You will see this is the common number. This is the common number. That's all. So what is the HCF? HCF is 2 times 2. That is 4. Clear? So directly we can divide 12 ratio 32. We can divide by 4 directly. And if you will divide 12 by 4, it is 3. And if you will divide 32 by 4, it is 8. 3 ratio 8. So if you see previous slide, what is the answer? Answer is 3 ratio 8. This is the answer, 3 to 8. And here by dividing, what is the answer? 3 to 8. This I explained you the procedure. You are now expert in finding LCM and HCF. So directly you can find what is the highest common multiple. It is 4. 4 3 is 12, 4 8 is 32. There is no another number for HCF. Clear? Okay. So last question in the ratio we will study, that is related to the boys and girls. Clear? Example, the ratio of boys and girls in section S90 is, let us say, 5:1, or you can say, let us take 4:1. Means boys are 4, girls are 1. So ratio is, this is not possible actually, boys are less in classes, so let us take 1:4. Okay, so the ratio of boys and girls in section S90 is 1:4. And if there are 35 students in the class, 35 students in the class, then find total boys and girls. total boys and girls. So boys is equal to, first you need to find the sum of ratios, ratio. What is the sum? It is 1 plus 4, that is 5. Clear? Now if you want to find boys is at first position, so you just take the first number here, it is 1. Sum of the ratio 5 times total number of students, it is 35. Okay, so 1 times 35 upon 5, and it is 35 upon 5, it is 7. So how many boys are there? 7 boys are there. And if girls are there, so what is the ratio of girls? 4. So it is 4 upon total number of sum of the ratio into total number of students. So if you will multiply this, how much it will become? So no need to, it is 4 times 35 upon 5, 5 times 1 and 5 7 times 35. You can divide. We are dividing by 5. 5 times 5 divided 5, 1. 35 divided 5, 7. And 7 times 4 is 28 upon 1. So 28. Okay. So this is the end of ratio. And one more question I wish to explain you. That question is from exercise I will take, and because this type of question I have not explained earlier, this is very important example. This type of question we generally ask. Clear? So what is the question? After a reduction, after a discount, you can say reduction after a discount of 20%, after a discount of 20%, 20%, a mobile is on sale at 90 Omani Riyal. You understand? There was some amount. Clear? Then the company gave 20% discount, and now after discount, this is, they are selling in 90 Omani Riyal. What was the original price? What was the original price? This type of question we generally ask, original price. That's why I told you it is very important question. After a discount of 20%, a mobile is on sale for 90 Omar. So what is the original price? Let the original price is equal to X. Let the original price was X. Clear? So X minus discount on X is equal to the selling price. This is the equation. Means if this is the original price, if you will minus total discount, what you will get? Selling price. So X minus 20% of X equals to 90. And how much it is? X minus 20% means 0.2 of X. 20% means how much? 20% means 20 upon 100, and 20 upon 100 if you will do, it is 0.2. X is there, is equal to 90. And if you will subtract X minus 0.2X, you will get 0.8X, because it is 1 here. 1 minus 0.2. 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. 90. Now divide by 0.8. 0.8x upon 0.8 is equal to 90 upon 0.8. Clear? So this is cancelled. How much? X is equal to, if you will, because one decimal place is there, if you will multiply by 10, 0.8 times 10, so it will become 900 upon 8. Clear? So it is 8 times 1 is 8, 1 carry, 8 times 1, 2 carry, 8 times 2 is 16.5 Omani Riyal. So if the selling price was 90 and there was a 20% discount, clear? So 20% discount, how much it is? 112.5. You can use calculator also, but calculator is not allowed. Calculator is not allowed for you. So the answer is 112.5. This is how to get the original price. This is very important question. Okay, so this lecture is very useful because in final exam we may ask you many questions from this topic. So please go through all the questions given in your course material from question 12 to question number 17 on page 43. You can solve all these 6 questions. These are very important, and please practice these examples whatever I explained in this video. Clear? Till then, thank you very much.